Coach, great bounce back from last week. Your guys were focused from the get-go, handled that first quarter or first half, and then continued the domination in the second half.
Yeah, I really appreciate the effort, the intensity that our guys came out with today, and it's the only way you can move forward. Don't look back. Try to do better than the last time, I guess, but more just be concerned about what can we do on this particular Saturday to put our best foot forward. And I think we did that from the start. Obviously, they made a few plays here and there, but we really, by and large, did the things we wanted to.
Yeah, rushing the football. You look at that's the statistic: 47 carries, 343 yards. That's kind of what this Bobcat team has been about throughout the year.
Yeah, and right from the start, to be able to set the tone at that first drive, set the tone up front, set the tone getting to the perimeter a bunch that first drive and cash in. I think that was obviously our intention. Then the defense was able to follow it up with a 3 and out, and we were able to score again. And I think we were off and running from that point.
Got quite a few guys in that second half, particularly on defense, to get some looks.
Yeah, we played a lot of guys again, and you never know. Like Ryan Largan has to step up, and then true freshman Hunter Providence is out there a bunch. I mean, those things are going to continue to happen, so that that game experience that these guys get and have gotten through the course of the year, it comes in big, and continue to get our depth challenge, but guys certainly respond.
And I know you're happy with Casey Couchman stepped in there and got his opportunity and took advantage of it.
Yeah, perfect on extra points, had the field goal opportunity and put it through. So that's what we hope, that's what we expected out of Casey, and he got the job done today.
I guess what do you think of kind of how your guys' defensive line kind of controlled the line of scrimmage, got a lot of pressure on Flores and Brent later?
Yeah, it had to start up there. I know with playing Flores, you anticipate that there's going to be a heavy run component to him, and getting them in down in distances where he can't just run. I think was certainly what we needed to do, and slowing down that run game that he was a big part of was the beginning of that. So I knew if we could get them in, or we knew if we could get them in some long yardage situations. That's not necessarily what that he's built for right now, and we're able to do that and get pressure on him, and really negate a passing game that I know they sliced us up last year. So it was a good turn from what we saw last year.
Blake filling in for Drew at free safety. I guess what went into that decision, and what do you think of his play today?
Well, Drew was unavailable today, and it's our hope that he'll be available next week. But Blake, I think the last couple weeks has got some opportunities to go out there and continue to gain confidence, and I think continue to have our coaches gain confidence in him. Blake's got playmaking ability, whether it's filling the alley or being able to go and get a ball like he did on that interception. So, I'm sure it wasn't perfect for him, but he's he's continuing to find his way within this defense, and really, like I said, the coaches are continuing to find that trust in him, and because he can play fast, and that's what he did for the most part. It looked like today.
And then you mentioned Ryan earlier. Just I know tight end's kind of a banged up position right now. Him filling in, catching that touchdown pass. What do you think of him today?
Yeah, I think we felt like Ryan is a very capable guy, and he's just happens to be behind two really good players, and Derek and Trayton, and he's continued to gain experience being that third guy, now the second guy, and then as it turned out today, for much of that game he was the top guy, and Ryan's been around here a long time. He's got all the tools, and he was able to flash a few of them today, catching that football.
I think he had as many rushes today as he did plays last week, and he had 12 on the first drive. How important was it, or how much was the mindset to run heavy on that first drive?
It was just to get a first down. I think that was the biggest thing. However we did it, just to move the chains and have a positive beginning to the game, set the tone, however you want to look at it, and I think we absolutely did that. But yeah, that was critical. Critical to get the game started off on the right foot, and we did that, and it was a run game that first drive that was a little bit of everything.
Tommy, you seemed like he had some good reads on some of those keepers, and then was passing the ball pretty well today. Did you feel like he had a pretty strong performance?
Yeah. Again, he's gonna make those runs and be able to flash his his speed and really be a game changer in that regard. And then again, for us to go down in a 2-minute situation, that was a big score before the half. If we go in 21-7, they got the ball beginning of the second half. That's a lot different picture than it was at 28-7, and you know, that was a big score, and a lot of it was you know, Tommy continuing to manage that, and you know, ultimately ending up in that you know, beautiful catch and throw and catch to Ryan.
The 50th anniversary of Bobcat Stadium this year, and then those guys were being honored before the game, and of course Bill Kohler was honored too. What are your thoughts just on that whole history?
Well, I think you know, Bobcat football has a amazing history, and you know, that stretch, you know, moving into it was Reno Sales Stadium at the time. That was a big move at a really important time in our history, and you know, to have those guys back and for Bill to be honored today, you know, it's a big deal, and I think for Bill, the way he embraces Bobcat football and Montana State and what it meant to him, you know, with a career that was very illustrious, both playing and coaching, and now going into the College Football Hall of Fame, and really truly representing Montana State. You know, I'm so happy for him, because he's a great man, and well deserving of that honor, and he is a true Bobcat.
I know you had a kind of a quip at the halftime about the inadvertent whistle, and have you ever been a part of a game where an inadvertent whistle made that big of a difference on a play like that?
You know, I have. I don't know how it happened. I don't know. I was not given any explanation other than we went to the next down. Yeah, I mean, I guess it happens. You know, whether I think back to playing or coaching, it's happened from time to time, and I guess mistakes happen, and you got to deal with them, and you know, that one probably worked in our favor.
Last one is just that Lavelle coming back from injury. What did you feel like about his performance today?
Yeah, looked like he played well. You know, it's been a recovery that's taken maybe a week or so longer than we maybe hoped to start, but you know, Miles stepped up in his place, and you know, I think from Lavelle, he needed to be, you know, full speed, and it was apparent. I think he was there today, and to have him back and still have that experience that Miles gained over the last couple of weeks is a big thing for our defense.